Let's go one by one, as always, as usual, because every match needs all our focus. So it doesn't make any sense to prepare two matches at the same time. So first one, we took advantage during this break for the rest that the players they need after a very long period from January till this break. 3 months with a lot of matches and high intensity, high pressure, high load. So it was very good for the players these days that they could rest. And for us, they also was good this period to train when we came back. Only with the issue, like always, when we have international players, so we have to wait for the last 2 days to have all the squad ready for training. In fact, today is going to be the first day we can train with all the players, because yesterday they arrived. The ones from the matches from Bosnia and from Peru, and today is going to be the moment when Tony also, that he had a very long trip with Croatian team. So we are going to make today the first training and the only training with all the players. But as usually, we trust our capabilities, and we prepare the match thinking that we are going to compete in our best level against a team that is going to make the things very tough for us. They are competing very good. They are fighting in the league very close to us for the same, I suppose, for the same target. And lately, in a few days, we are going to face again in the cup match. But as I said before, this is another page that we only want to focus in the League One.
Did everybody come back healthy and ready for these matches from this?
Yeah, we have 2 issues. We have a part of Skoric that is all the season with his problems, and unfortunately we cannot count on him. We have 2 players that they are not ready to play. So we still have problems with Viñato. It's a long story with him, because we stopped in December him to try to recover the problems, the pain he has had in the knee. It looks that was coming back very good, but after last match again he felt pain in his knee. So again we sent him to check and double check and to try to find a solution for him. It's a pain for us, because he's an important player, and unfortunately for a long time we cannot count on him from a long time ago. I mean, so hopefully we can find a solution as soon as possible to can count on him. And the other situation we have with Barisic, as you know, he came from an injury, and it was in the limit for us to use him in the last match. It was very risky without any training, any full training with the team in our last match league game. So we continue with the normal process for recoveries, but also was the international dates, and the Croatian under-21, they had very important match. So the player showed his aim also to want to push and to play to help the national team. I understand this, because as a player there is no better feeling than playing for your national team. So I can understand. It was risky, this situation, because at the end he played without proper training, proper preparation for a player that came from 5 weeks muscle injury. But anyway, it was good, but it's risky for us, as he has come back from the international team with Croatia under-21. It's a risky if we use him in this first match. So we have to be smart, because we have now the last part of the season where we are fighting for our targets in the league and also in the cup, and we need to be smart to avoid the risk to lose him again, as we lost in the previous weeks when we are playing also for very important targets. So maybe he will be in the bench, but we have to discuss also today with the medical staff how long we can use and how much is the risk.
So he's not injured, but just you will save him?
He's in the process for his recovery. When you come from a muscle injury, you need to complete the process to come back again to the normal program to be able to play 90 minutes. So I understand, I said again, for the very important international team match, U21 Croatian team they had, and he's key player for the national team. They push, and And we all took the risk. They make the decision. For us, for me, my opinion, I understand, but for my opinion, it was risky because the risk of injury when a player that has made only one training after 5 weeks injury is very risky when you go to the competition. And he plays 65 minutes, something around. So for me, it's risky, but we can say that the player didn't come back with injury, but he feels something. He feels something, so we need to protect him also, thinking all the matches, important matches we have from now till the end. Every match is very important for us. First one against Belupo in the league is very important. So, but we have to think also with this vision to don't create the risk that we can lose the player for the rest of the season with a new injury.
Do you count for tomorrow on this player from national teams after celebration, a long trip, jet lag?
Jet lag, I think, is Tony, the only one. So for that reason, yesterday he was in a rest day. They arrived yesterday, but he didn't make any training. He was resting, and we hope that today he feels good, and we have match day tomorrow. So I think also the loads that Tony has get with the national team are not so high. So this is good for us in terms of thinking that he's going to be able to play from the beginning without any problem. So this is my thinking. But today we will check him in the training.
What game is more important between these two?
The first one. And then when finish the first one, the next. Because why to compare the two games? Why? We go for the both. So, but step by step. First the league, because we are fighting for our target. So there we are, and it's an important match. It's a team that they are close to us in the table, and we want to compete against these teams to secure the international European spot for the next season.
They will make rotations because some players cannot play in a cup game. What about you?
We try to use always the best players to win every match. So I know that there is many talk about changes and rotations, but for me it's normal life of coaches. When you have players, you have to use it. When you have high loads, you have to protect also the players with the risk of injuries, and that's all. Always when we talk after knowing the result, is a big advantage to talk about if you do different, it will be better. But we forget that if you do different, it can be also worse. This is tricky. We lie ourselves when we make this. No, but if you change this player and you don't change this other, it could be better, or maybe it could be worse. You don't know. Who can decide the future when you don't know? So for me, it's the same. But this is our life. So when we win, nobody talk about changes, about rotations, but only we talk when we have a negative result. So for me, this is part of the industry. I understand also the business of media. It's your moment also to create debates and play your game. And I accept and I respect. I cooperate also. I understand. I don't get angry anymore with this because I understand how is this industry, and I don't have any problem with that. Only when there are news that are lies. This is something that I cannot accept. For example, that I have been informed that somebody has said that I have an offer, big offer from a Cyprus team. This is totally wrong. This is a lie. And I would like to say the people that has write this to show, to demonstrate how is this. Because I want to say that it's totally wrong. It's totally wrong. Maybe they want to say the end that I want to leave, but it's not true. I have 2 years contract and I am very happy here. And the truth is that in winter break, I had a proposal from an important team that was in group round of Champions League, and I said I don't want to listen to anything because I want to be in Rijeka. This is the truth. In the winter break. And I said, no, I don't want to listen to anything because I feel Rijeka like my home. And this is my only aim. So I don't understand how in this moment after a defeat come this kind of news, try to meaning that maybe the coach wants to leave. The coach is very happy here and wants to fight for Rijeka and want to fulfill his contract. This is the truth.
But for sure it wasn't pleasant to read the criticism in newspapers.
No, criticism is not any problem. I told you, I understand this profession. I am now experienced, and this is part of our life. We have to accept, and also you have to think about everything, because we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. What you don't like is to read things that are lies. This is what you don't, but I think this is everybody. Everybody, if you see something that is wrong, that is not true, that is a lie, and has an impact in you, everybody get angry, I think. I think that is not strange. But I explain now, it's so easy for me. I explain.
Good morning, Victor. We played against every single opponent, Croatian, this season, so we know Belupo very well. But maybe to, excuse me, to repeat, what are their strengths? What are the things that Rijeka must be the most cautious about?
But it's true that we have played all the teams many times, and we know each other, but all the teams, they are in a line that they are coming with it ups and downs, so all the things are changing, and we have to pay attention especially to the present moment, to the present, not to the past. So we come back to the match we play against them here in Rijeka, when we got the red card of Mastorovic, and we play second half with one player less, and we draw this match, overcoming 2 times the negative result. But it's different, the match now. So now they have from the winter some new players. So we are studying the team from the last games, and we are watching that they are in a very good moment. They are in a consistent moment. They're a team that they are very solid. They are very solid in defense. They use man marking system, following many players during the whole pitch. That makes very difficult to create spaces and to find spaces to create good opportunities. So that is going to be a challenge for us for sure to be able to score goals. And also they are a team that they have clear patterns in attack. They have important players and the difference makers players in the last line, and like all the teams, good strikers, good wingers. So for us, this is always a challenge. For us, the most important is to be focused the 90 minutes. We have been analyzing the mistakes we have committed in the last games, that we pay the bill with these moments that we are unfocused or we switch off and we lose the players and we give the opportunity to the opponents. We compare these situations with the opponents' behavior against us, that they don't give us any option to have any free space, and you have to fight to create good options. So I think we learn also from that the mistake we have made, and we are going to face a very tough match, because as I said at the beginning, Belupo now is in a very consistent and solid moment.
If I understand correctly, you also expect energetically, a dynamically very demanding match.
In all the matches, yes. I don't expect anything extra, because all the matches in Croatia League, I have said from the beginning, are very high level in fitness. So you have to be there, but fitness doesn't mean only the capacity to run and to fight for the duels. Also needs the capacity to be focused, to run in the proper moment, not late, and to go for the duels also in the proper moment, not late. Football is about the spaces and timing. So even if you have good preparation, if you are 1, 2, 3 seconds unfocused and you give the opponent the advantage to make the first step in the right direction, then you are dead.